You know, that show is really, kind of transcended, generation after generation, like Full House. Like my kids watch Full House. They watch America's Funniest Home Videos, the reruns with you, and the new ones with Tom and stuff. So when is the 20th anniversary for that show?
I guess it's in a couple months. I guess it premiered sometime in, I don't know when
so you've already filmed it?
No. I'm going to shoot it in like a month or something.
Okay.
But then they're doing it on the 20th anniversary of the actual night it aired.
Oh, okay.
So that's
the very first night you were on.
Yeah. It was a special. It was just something we did. It was just people, it's the beginning of YouTube. It was before. It was just like real quick snippets. I used to do voices on the show.
I remember
absolutely.
it.
Pushing a rock.
And she
the
doesn't.
dog pushing a rock.
He doesn't do what you did. That's what it makes me so mad when I watch it, because you would go through the door and do those funny things and like.
But that was my little stamp, and he's a really good host, and he doesn't try. I mean, I was still auditioning in a way for show business, and I got Full House, and then I was doing that for about 8 months, and it wasn't a hit. Nobody knew what it was.
Really?
And it was on for 4 years till anybody knew what it was.
How long did it run?
8 years. But
8 years.
But it started on Tuesdays, and then they started to run it twice a week. Not like now. Like now, I've had a show that's on. It's on tonight actually on ABC at 8 o'clock. It's called Surviving Suburbia. It's been on for 13 weeks, and I don't think it's picked up. It doesn't seem it, but people like it. But it's Friday night, so I think.
What is it about? Just because I don't know.
It's about a disgruntled guy who loves his. I hope so. who loves his family, but just wants to be left alone. Doesn't really want to know his neighbors.
Okay, recluse.
It sounds like me. You know what I mean? I love my family. I don't need to know the neighbors.
That's
what
I'm
saying?
like. I walk across the street from my house. I'll take out the trash cans. And I'm a single guy.
Right.
I have 3 daughters, and they spend time with their mom, and they spend time with me, like a lot of time. Like obsessively, like we chain them up. And I'll walk across the street, and I'll see the neighbor lady, and I just pray that she doesn't speak to me. And she's very nice. I mean, I'll go over and date her.
Your buddy John Stamos up in New York doing a little Broadway. You want to call him up and maybe we'll get him on the phone? Can we throw on a tune real quick and we'll come back and we'll call Stamos?
Please, as long as it's not the Full House song. I'm happy with anything.
Full House. Right. Well, I want to say hello to somebody that's on the phone right now, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Morning Buzz, John Stamos. What's up, John?
I thought you guys had a good radio show here. You put Saget on. That's the best you could do.
What are you,
Bob Saget?
What are you, Walter Matthau? How are
you? Early here in New York.
It's early in New York. He's in Bye Bye Birdie. So.
Now, what's up with Bye Bye Birdie? What's that all about? I don't know that.
It's a Broadway production.
Look at me. Do I know Broadway?
It has not come back since 1960 what, John? When did Dick
61, yeah.
61,
I'm rehearsing a new Broadway show. What's your name, sir?
My name is Loper.
Hi, Loper.
Sir. See how he
Sir,
says
you
that?
like that?
He wakes up in the morning, he's talking to a police officer.
I'm probably Bob's best friend. He's one of 5 of my best friends.
Who are these other 4 guys? I need to take them out. Did they get that ring? I got a ring from you once.
So we tease each other, and now we're on Twitter and
looking at hairstyles from years past. When
we
you were
just
talking
fight
about
on
Full
Twitter.
House this morning, we were fighting over our hairs. John
So wait.
It looked like the Cowardly Lion. His hair was so
I believe you have the 5 friends because he's already said, Bob's like, I don't like to go out. I don't like to do much. I like to stay home. So it's true.
To chase young girls. Did he talk about that?
No, he hasn't talked about that. Tell us a little bit about it, John.
I don't chase, and I'm not like that, John.
I don't know.
You got some juicy details
John
about
Stamos
Saget.
I got so many juicy details about Bob. But honestly, you should go see his show. He's absolutely brilliant on stage. In real life, he's not so funny, but on stage, he's hysterical. I've never seen a mind, as you see how his mind works.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
You need a tan, Bob.
Thank you. Danny Tanner.
Is that what you say at the end of the interview?
He needs a tan.
I look tan. The lady sucked it out of the plane, the air from the plane. Not the lady, the plane. Enough about my flight.
The lady did what on you?
Nothing. I'm going to run away. His mother's here, for God's sake.